เป็นฝ่ายน้ำเงินพงษ์พัฒน์ว่องไวผู้ให้คะแนนทั้ง3ท่านได้แก่พระเริงของเวลาพระพิษสอบศาสตราสุภาสันเพชรดีไทยนี่น้ำหนักชั่งเมื่อเช้า116 ปอนด์เป็นฝ่ายน้ำเงินผู้ชี้ขาดได้แก่พงษ์พัฒน์ว่องไวผู้ให้คะแนนทั้ง3ท่านได้แก่พระเริงของเวลาพระพิษสอบศาสตราสุภาสันLadies and gentlemen, it's time to start the second round of this fighting over the weight winning 116 pounds. Please welcome พงษ์พัฒน์ว่องไวผู้ให้คะแนนทั้ง3ท่านได้แก่พระเริงของเวลาพระพิษสอบศาสตราสุภาสันเพชรดีไทยนี่น้ำหนักชั่งเมื่อเช้า116 ปอนด์เป็นฝ่ายน้ำเงินผู้ชี้ขาดได้แก่พงษ์พัฒน์ว่องไวผู้ให้คะแนนทั้ง3ท่านได้แก่พระเริงของเวลาพระพิษสอบศาสตราสุภาสันLadies and gentlemen, it's time to start the second round of this fighting over the weight winning 116 pounds. Please welcome Super Bowl All-Around and from the room of Vietnam 116 pounds. Please welcome คุณสุดเพชรดีไทยนี่ Your referee for this fight is Mr. พงษ์พัฒน์ว่องไวว่องไวผู้ให้คะแนนทั้ง3ท่านได้แก่พระเริงของเวลาพระพิษสอบศาสตราสุภาสันเพชรดีไทยนี่น้ำหนักชั่งเมื่อเช้า116 ปอนด์เป็นฝ่ายน้ำเงินผู้ชี้ขาดได้แก่พงษ์พัฒน์ว่องไวผู้ให้คะแนนทั้ง3ท่านได้แก่พระเริงของเวลาพระพิษสอบศาสตราสุภาสัน Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start the second round of this fighting over the weight winning 116 pounds. Please welcome Super Bowl All-Around and from the room of Vietnam 116 pounds. Please welcome คุณสุดเพชรดีไทยนี่ Your referee for this fight is Mr. พงษ์พัฒน์ว่องไว
February 13th, 2025, a new metal fight is set to ignite the ring. Two warriors, two styles, but only one will emerge victorious. This battle promises explosive exchanges where every strike is a statement of power. In the red corner, Yokmankol, a balanced fighter with devastating leg strikes, but his real mastery lies in the clinch. His hand positioning is pure artistry, setting up relentless knee barrages that break opponents down. His handwork will be a key highlight of this fight video. And when you see how many knees he can unleash in a row, you won't believe how this fight ends. In the blue corner, Sak Pramwan, a technical fighter with sharp leg kicks and powerful elbows. He will try to control the distance, using his striking to keep Yokmankol at bay. But the moment Yokmankol decides to close the gap and engage in the clinch, things will take a brutal turn for the blue corner. Who will dominate the legendary Rajadamnern stage? Precision, raw power, and an unbreakable will. It all comes down to a few electrifying rounds under the arena's bright lights. This fight, like two others previously published, such as Kapitan suffering a devastating elbow attack, or Pechechin losing in the clinch after a brutal elbow strike, focuses directly on fight strategy and the choice of distance to adopt. Right from the start of this first round, the blue fighter shows a slight edge. His leg techniques fire off just a bit quicker. His defense is sharper, more reactive. Same story in this second round. Red once again accepts the mid-range battle, exchanging kicks with blue. But every moment counts, and you can feel the tension rising. Is he waiting for the right opening, or is he letting blue set the pace? The fight is unfolding, and the real test is yet to come. But this time, blue is the one moving forward, initiating the leg battle. He's not just defending, he's taking control, pressing the action with sharp, calculated kicks. Red stays composed, accepting the exchange, but the intensity is rising with every strike. Worth noting, blue is a southpaw, and his rear leg middle kick is heavy, brutally heavy. Every time he fires it, you can hear the impact echo through the ring. Red absorbs the shots for now. Even as he pushes forward, Red struggles to gain the upper hand. Blue's counters come fast, precise, and with impact. At this range, Red just can't dictate the pace. Every attempt is met with a sharp response. First missed middle kick from Blue, and Red seizes the opening, diving straight into the clinch for the first time in this fight. Even before the first strikes land, you can feel Yokmankol's control. His hands are perfectly placed, locking his grip with precision, and he takes the advantage instantly. The The clinch is broken, but Red has already taken control. Now, he steps in with crushing downward elbows, hammering away at Blue. The pressure is relentless. Blue is forced on the back foot, struggling to find space. The fight has shifted, and Yok Mongkol is now imposing his will. Blue can no longer keep the fight at distance. He's getting overwhelmed. And now, a third clinch is coming with just seconds left in the round. Once again, Red locks in control and the knees start flying. Brutal, relentless, each one digging in with power. Blue is trapped, absorbing the impact as the round nears its end. Third round, immediate clinch. Yok Mongkol wastes no time, pulling Blue into the tightest of exchanges. We're about to witness complete mastery in the clinch. Every move, every hand placement, every knee from Red is surgical, overwhelming Blue's defense. This is where Yok Mongkol thrives, and it's clear he's taking full control of the fight. The fact is, Red is moving too fast with his hands and arms, whether it's switching positions, throwing elbows, or grabbing for the clinch. He's dictating the pace with relentless speed, leaving Blue little chance to react. Each movement is fluid, almost too fast to track, and it's making all the difference in this fight. Yok Mongkol is about to unleash 23 consecutive knee strikes in a row. The power, the precision. It's a display of clinch mastery that will go down as one of the most brutal knockouts of early 2025. Get ready to witness pure domination in the clinch. This is not something you'll want to miss. Crazy knockout for Yok Mongkol. He accepts the mid-range battle in the first and second rounds, strategically engaging with precision before taking it to the clinch in the second round. And that's where he finishes his opponent, with an overwhelming display of knee strikes, showing complete mastery of the clinch. The fight ends in stunning fashion, and Yok Mongkol's dominance is undeniable. Before the Ram Muay begins, the fighters make their way to the ring, each stepping over the ropes with focus and composure. The atmosphere is electric as the crowd settles in, anticipating a high-stakes battle. Once inside, both fighters move to their corners, where their teams give final instructions and adjustments. The center referee then calls them to the middle of the ring, offering a few brief but crucial words, reminding them of the rules, emphasizing fair play, and ensuring both are ready for the challenge ahead. A respectful nod follows, and with that, they return to their corners, ready to perform the sacred Ram Muay. In the red corner, Dak Mipa, a dangerous fighter with razor-sharp elbows and a relentless approach in close-range combat. Before the fight begins, there's something that catches the eye: Dak Mipa's incredible chest tattoo. It's a striking design of a traditional warrior, with elements that almost resemble a samurai, but with a modern twist. The warrior is adorned in a blue kimono featuring a Louis Vuitton pattern, blending ancient and contemporary styles. In the blue corner, Kapitan, a rising star of the new generation, known for his relentless pace, unmatched cardio, and warrior spirit. Despite not having tattoos, wears his Prajit with pride, a simple yellow one adorning his arm. The Prajit, in Muay Thai tradition, represents protection and spiritual strength. Along with that, he sports a black and gold-yellow Mongkol on his head. The Mongkol, a sacred headpiece worn during the Wai Kru ceremony, signifies the bond between the fighter, their gym, and their trainer. Even without visible tattoos, these elements reflect Kapitan's deep respect for the art and its traditions. Will Dak Mipa's suffocating pressure and devastating elbows be too much, or can Kapitan's endurance and heart carry him through? In Muay Thai, every fight is a dangerous game of precision and power. Tonight, one of the fighters will face the consequences of a brutal strike, resulting in a serious injury. This sport, known for its intense combat and high risks, can quickly turn deadly with just one miscalculated move. What we're about to witness is a painful reminder of the true dangers of Muay Thai. The elbow strike is one of the most dangerous and powerful weapons in a fighter's arsenal. A well-placed elbow can cause devastating injuries. A horizontal elbow, for instance, can slice open the opponent's brow, causing a deep cut that may force the referee to stop the fight. A downward elbow can land on the forehead, delivering a crushing impact that can cause a concussion or worse, a skull fracture. Then there's the spinning elbow, a move that can land flush to the temple or jaw, potentially knocking out the opponent or causing a serious jaw fracture. Finally, the flying elbow, coming down from above, can split open the face, sending the opponent crashing to the canvas. These strikes can quickly change the course of a fight, and the danger they present is real. Fighters train to deliver them with precision, but they also risk suffering from these injuries themselves. One wrong move, and a fighter can find themselves on the receiving end of a career-altering blow. Back to the fight, we're seeing a slow pace in this first round. Both fighters are feeling each other out, not rushing into exchanges. There's a sense of careful calculation as they both look for openings. The tension is palpable as every movement counts, with each fighter aware of the danger of overcommitting too soon. The strategy seems to be about precision, taking their time before landing the big strikes. Both are testing the waters, but nothing too aggressive yet. However, knowing that one of these fighters is bound to take a heavy blow, the atmosphere becomes even more intense, and it adds a special kind of suspense to every exchange. Kapitan is looking to move forward, trying to find an opening. This is something often seen in younger fighters when they face someone with more experience. The eagerness to push the pace, to find that flaw in the defense, can sometimes lead to a mistake. And as we know, in Muay Thai, one small error can prove to be fatal, with the experienced fighter ready to capitalize on any opportunity. The second round begins, and this time it's Dokmaipa who takes control. He moves forward, keeping the pressure on Kapitan, who's doing his best to respond. The younger fighter is staying reactive, but Dokmaipa's experience is evident as he pushes Kapitan back, forcing him to stay on the defensive. After a series of hard exchanges, Dokmaipa begins to close the distance, pushing Kapitan into the clinch. The pressure mounts as he lands several knees, one after another, targeting Kapitan's body. The pace of the fight remains relatively slow as Dokmaipa takes his time, carefully assessing Kapitan's movements. He's not rushing, knowing that he needs to find the right moment to land a decisive attack. His strategy is clear: wear Kapitan down, break his defense, and then strike when the time is right. It's a tactical game, one of patience and precision. As the round progresses, we see Dokmaipa slowly gaining control, staying calm and focused. Little does Kapitan know, the storm that Dokmaipa is preparing will land in the next round, and when it comes, it'll be a game changer. For now, Doc Maipa has been applying relentless pressure, landing hard shots with his hands, particularly his sharp punches in the clinch and at close range. His strikes have been fierce, testing Kapitan's defense and wearing him down. The upcoming round reflects the true danger of Muay Thai, where every move is a potential threat. The clinch, the knees, and of course the elbows, Muay Thai's most devastating weapon. As both fighters engage, it's clear that the pace is intensifying. The elbow strikes, sharp and powerful, become a focal point, capable of turning the tide of the fight in an instant. When delivered with precision, they can cause serious damage, and in this round, one of these elbows will prove to be a turning point, reminding us just how brutal and unforgiving this sport can be. Doc Maipa continues to push forward with increasing pressure, never allowing Kapitan to regain any real space. His advances are calculated, closing the distance with every step. As the round progresses, it's clear that Doc Maipa is slowly but surely wearing Kapitan down. With each move, he's closing in, waiting for the perfect moment to land a decisive strike. The intensity builds, and Kapitan's defense is starting to show signs of fatigue. It's only a matter of time before Doc Maipa lands that telling blow. Doc Maipa lands a sharp left elbow, cutting across the right side of Kapitan's nose, causing a noticeable gash. The referee steps in, assessing Kapitan's injury. Seeing the extent of the damage, he makes the decision to stop the fight, calling it off for safety reasons. It's a tough moment, but necessary, as the power of Muay Thai has once again shown its brutal reality. Despite the stoppage, Kapitan's heart and determination were evident throughout the fight. He faced a tremendous challenge against a relentless opponent, and his bravery in the face of adversity is something that all Muay Thai fighters can admire. This is a sport that demands everything, and Kapitan gave it his all. His spirit remains unbroken, and while this fight ends in defeat, his journey in Muay Thai is far from over. Tonight at Rangsit Stadium, a brutal clash is about to unfold. In the blue corner, Ravi, a relentless warrior, feared for his crushing low kicks that shatter his opponent's balance. In the red corner, Phetnamkam, a powerhouse with devastating middle kicks, capable of breaking through any guard. Two fighters, two weapons of destruction. Will Ravi's low kicks wear down his opponent, or will Phetnamkam's powerful middle kicks take control? This is a battle of power, strategy, and sheer determination. The fight is set, the tension is high. Let's see who prevails. A classic first round, measured yet intense. Both fighters take their time, studying each other, but when they strike, it's with full power. Phetnamkam targets the legs with his crushing low kicks, each one echoing through the stadium, while Ravi fires back with explosive middle kicks, testing his opponent's guard. A slow start, but every strike carries danger. The foundation for war is set. The real battle begins now. The fight is heating up, and both warriors now make their intentions clear. This will not go to the judges. Ravi, with his sharp fight IQ, begins to time his opponent perfectly, landing crisp, well-placed strikes that disrupt Phetnomkam's balance and rhythm. His middle kicks are fast and brutal, each one echoing through the stadium. But Phetnomkam is relentless. He absorbs the blows and fires back with his signature low kicks, each one landing with crushing force. His strategy is clear. Chop down Ravi's legs, slow him down, and take away his mobility. The intensity builds with every exchange, the crowd sensing that a finish could come at any moment. Ravi suddenly launches a spinning elbow, a spectacular and risky move. He pivots sharply on his lead foot, using the momentum of his entire body to whip his elbow around. The strike cuts through the air, aimed directly at Phetnomkam's head. If it lands clean, it could change everything in an instant. Phetnomkam delivers his low kicks with perfect technique, maximizing both power and precision. He first sets up the strike by shifting his weight onto his rear leg, ensuring a solid base. Then, with a quick step outside, he torques his hips explosively, rotating his entire body to generate force. His supporting foot pivots outward, allowing for full hip engagement, while his shin crashes into Ravi's thigh like a baseball bat. The impact is brutal, targeting the soft tissue of the quadriceps, making each kick more painful than the last. Phetnomkam keeps his balance perfectly, retracting his leg quickly to reset for the next attack, never giving Ravi a moment to recover. The first to break is Ravi. The relentless low kicks from Phet Nam Kam take their toll, forcing him to wince and stumble for the first time. His lead leg is barely holding up, and every step becomes a struggle. Phet Nam Kam sees the weakness and immediately presses forward, hammering in more low kicks, determined to bring the fight to an explosive conclusion. This time, Ravi is truly down. Another devastating low kick from Phet Nam Kam lands cleanly, and the referee begins the count. The pain is clear, and Ravi struggles to get back to his feet as the end of the round nears. Will he be able to recover before it's too late? Or is this the beginning of the end? The end of the round sees Ravi surviving by the skin of his teeth. But as often happens in these brutal battles where low kicks take their toll, the outcome feels almost inevitable. As the fourth round begins, Ravi has no choice but to close the distance and go all in, pushing himself to the limit. Will he find a way to turn the tide, or will Phet Nam Kam's relentless low kicks seal his fate? No miracle for Ravi, who falls by TKO after a strong start to the fight. However, those devastating low kicks from Phet Nam Kam have taken their toll on his legs. On the other side, Phet Nam Kam is visibly bruised around his ribs, but proves to be the stronger fighter, emerging victorious by knockout to the rawest, most grueling aspect of Muay Thai, the clinch. There will be no room to breathe, no distance to escape, just pure, relentless, close combat. In the red corner, Extra, a fighter known for his suffocating pressure and devastating knees. His grip is vice-like, his control unshakable, and once he locks onto his opponent, he drags them into his world, a world of punishment in the clinch. Facing him in the blue corner, So Saik, a technical clinch specialist with a dangerous mix of balance, precision, and sharp, slicing elbows. He doesn't just survive in the clinch, he thrives, using every opportunity to off-balance his opponent and punish them with precise, brutal strikes. From the very first exchange, there will be no retreat. Both fighters know exactly where this battle will be fought, locked in close, battling for dominance, with every knee and elbow bringing them closer to victory or defeat. This is not just a fight. This is a test of endurance, control, and sheer will. Let's see who survives the clinch war. Both fighters start with intense low kicks, setting the tone for what will be a grueling clinch battle. The sound of their kicks echoing through the stadium shows just how much power they're packing. Extra and Sao Saik exchange these brutal kicks, each trying to dominate the other's stance and balance. Extra lands a few heavy kicks that seem to unbalance Sao Saik for a moment, but Sao Saik counters with solid, precise kicks aimed at Extra's legs. testing his resilience. However, as the round progresses, it's clear that both fighters are gearing up for what comes next. With the foundation laid through these low kicks, they slowly start to close the distance, preparing to enter the clinch where the true battle will begin. It's a preview of the war to come, with each fighter displaying their strength and technique from the start. In Muay Thai, the clinch is an art form, a battle for control where both fighters try to dominate their opponent's posture and balance. To begin with, a key position is the collar tie, where one fighter secures both hands behind the opponent's neck. This allows them to pull the head down, exposing the chin or creating space for knee strikes. Alternatively, fighters often seek the underhook, slipping their arm under their opponent's arm to gain a dominant position. This can be used to maneuver the opponent's upper body and set up sweeping techniques, or to push forward and land knees. When clinching, fighters use their hips and body weight to off-balance their opponent, making it difficult for them to regain their stance. One fighter will usually try to close the distance, keeping the opponent's upper body compressed, while the other might try to create space, using their legs or pushing the opponent away to reset the situation. Another critical element is the knee strike, whether it's a sharp upward thrust to the body or a quick jab to the face. These can come fast and furious when the clinch is tight, wearing down the opponent's defenses. The clinch is also a test of endurance. Both fighters are constantly working to outmaneuver each other, using subtle shifts in weight and pressure to find openings. Every action is a calculated effort to break the other down, one knee or position at a time. One of the most explosive techniques in the clinch is the jumping knee, particularly when targeting the opponent's ribs. To execute this move, the fighter first establishes control in the clinch, typically using the collar tie or an underhook to maintain a strong grip on their opponent's neck or body. From here, they set up the knee by shifting their weight slightly backward. Now, with a quick pivot, they generate upward momentum by pushing off the ground with their rear foot. This action allows the fighter to launch themselves off the mat, driving their knee directly toward the opponent's ribs or side. The key to this technique is the combination of timing and explosiveness. As the fighter jumps, they'll often rotate their body slightly to the side, directing the knee precisely to the target area. This makes it a devastating strike, as the knee comes in with full body weight behind it, and the element of surprise makes it difficult for the opponent to defend against. To land this effectively, the fighter must have a solid grip on the clinch and a strong core to maintain balance while jumping. If done properly, the jumping knee can destabilize the opponent, cause significant damage to the ribs, and potentially even set up a knockout. It's a dynamic, high-risk move that demonstrates the agility and athleticism that Muay Thai fighters bring to the clinch. We can see that Sao Saek in blue is beginning to struggle to maintain the relentless pace set by Extra in red. While both fighters have been locked in a brutal clinch battle since the opening bell, Extra's strength and control in the clinch are starting to overwhelm Sao Saek. Every time Sao Saek attempts to break free or shift the momentum, Extra uses his superior positioning and footwork to keep him trapped. The continuous pressure, coupled with precise knee strikes to the midsection and body, is clearly wearing on Sao Saek's stamina. Though Sao Saek is still fighting back with his elbows and attempts at sweeping, the intensity of Extra's clinch game is starting to take its toll. He's unable to keep up with the rhythm, and it's clear that the pace of the fight is starting to slow in his favor as he struggles to recover in this tight, unforgiving range. is now completely overwhelmed and struggling to keep up with Extra's dominance in the clinch. The constant pressure has left him unable to escape the grips of his opponent, who continues to land devastating knees to the body and relentless strikes to the ribs. Every time Saoseak tries to fight back or create space, Extra's positioning and control neutralize any attempts. The relentless pace of the clinch is clearly taking a toll on Saoseak, who appears to be physically drained. His movements have slowed, and his defensive posture is weakening under the barrage of knees and strategic sweeps from Extra. At this point, it's becoming evident that Saoseak is no longer in control of the fight and is now enduring a relentless assault in the clinch. From the very beginning, Extra's clinch is a force to be reckoned with. His grip is unrelenting, locking onto Saoseak with precision and strength. Every time they engage in close quarters, Extra dictates the pace, controlling Saoseak's movements and neutralizing any chance for a counter. His elbows come down like lightning, aiming for any opening, while his knees land with bone-shaking force, crashing into Saoseak's body. It's a relentless assault, each knee a weapon, each elbow a potential fight ender. As the fight goes on, Saoseak is visibly struggling to keep up, as Extra continues to dominate in this brutal exchange, showing the devastating power of Muay Thai's clinch game. The brutality of Extra's clinch isn't just about the power, but the precision with which he delivers his strikes, leaving little room for Saoseak to breathe or retaliate. A devastating sequence unfolds as Extra executes a perfect sweep, sending Saoseak crashing to the mat. While the knee is perfectly legal, the impact is crushing. And it's finally over. Extra seals the victory with a devastating frontal elbow, catching Saoseak cleanly. The impact is brutal, and the force of the strike is enough to end the fight. Saoseak, though incredibly brave throughout, simply couldn't withstand the relentless pressure and the precision of February 13th, 2025, a new metal fight is set to ignite the ring. Two warriors, two styles, but only one will emerge victorious. This battle promises explosive exchanges where every strike is a statement of power. In the red corner, Yokmankol, a balanced fighter with devastating leg strikes, but his real mastery lies in the clinch. His hand positioning is pure artistry, setting up relentless knee barrages that break opponents down. His handwork will be a key highlight of this fight video. And when you see how many knees he can unleash in a row, you won't believe how this fight ends. In the blue corner, Sak Pramwan, a technical fighter with sharp leg kicks and powerful elbows. He will try to control the distance, using his striking to keep Yokmankol at bay. But the moment Yokmankol decides to close the gap and engage in the clinch, things will take a brutal turn for the blue corner. Who will dominate the legendary Rajadamnern stage? Precision, raw power, and an unbreakable will. It all comes down to a few electrifying rounds under the arena's bright lights. This fight, like two others previously published, such as Kapitan suffering a devastating elbow attack, or Pechechin losing in the clinch after a brutal elbow strike, focuses directly on fight strategy and the choice of distance to adopt. Right from the start of this first round, the blue fighter shows a slight edge. His leg techniques fire off just a bit quicker. His defense is sharper, more reactive. Same story in this second round. Red once again accepts the mid-range battle, exchanging kicks with Blue. But every moment counts, and you can feel the tension rising. Is he waiting for the right opening, or is he letting Blue set the pace? The fight is unfolding, and the real test is yet to come. But this time, Blue is the one moving forward, initiating the leg battle. He's not just defending, he's taking control, pressing the action with sharp, calculated kicks. Red stays composed, accepting the exchange, but the intensity is rising with every strike. Worth noting, Blue is a southpaw, and his rear leg middle kick is heavy, brutally heavy. Every time he fires it, you can hear the impact echo through the ring. Red absorbs the shots for now. Even as he pushes forward, Red struggles to gain the upper hand. Blue's counters come fast, precise, and with impact. At this range, Red just can't dictate the pace. Every attempt is met with a sharp response. First missed middle kick from Blue, and Red seizes the opening, diving straight into the clinch for the first time in this fight. Even before the first strikes land, you can feel Yokmankol's control. His hands are perfectly placed, locking his grip with precision, and he takes the advantage instantly. The clinch is broken, but Red has already taken control. Now, he steps in with crushing downward elbows, hammering away at Blue. The pressure is relentless. Blue is forced on the back foot, struggling to find space. The fight has shifted, and Yokmankol is now imposing his will. Blue can no longer keep the fight at distance. He's getting overwhelmed. And now, a third clinch is coming with just seconds left in the round. Once again, Red locks in control and the knees start flying. Brutal, relentless, each one digging in with power. Blue is trapped, absorbing the impact as the round nears its end. Third round, immediate clinch. Yokmankol wastes no time, pulling Blue into the tightest of exchanges. We're about to witness complete mastery in the clinch. Every move, every hand placement, every knee from Red is surgical, overwhelming Blue's defense. This is where Yokmankol thrives, and it's clear he's taking full control of the fight. The fact is, Red is moving too fast with his hands and arms, whether it's switching positions, throwing elbows, or grabbing for the clinch. He's dictating the pace with relentless speed, leaving Blue little chance to react. Each movement is fluid, almost too fast to track, and it's making all the difference in this fight. Yokmankol is about to unleash 23 consecutive knee strikes in a row. The power, the precision. It's a display of clinch mastery that will go down as one of the most brutal knockouts of early 2025. Get ready to witness pure domination in the clinch. This is not something you'll want to miss. Crazy knockout for Yokmankol. He accepts the mid-range battle in the first and second rounds, strategically engaging with precision before taking it to the clinch in the second round. And that's where he finishes his opponent, with an overwhelming display of knee strikes, showing complete mastery of the clinch. The fight ends in stunning fashion, and Yokmankol's dominance is undeniable. In the blue corner, Bunling Pech. A rising star and a true inspiration for Thailand's youth, Bunling Pech is more than just a fighter. He's a role model. Known for his dedication, humility, and relentless work ethic, he embodies the spirit of Muay Thai, earning admiration far beyond the ring. His popularity among teenagers has skyrocketed, making him one of the most followed young fighters in the country. But tonight, he steps into the ring against one of the very best in the 108 pounds division. A formidable challenge awaits, and while Bunlingpech is fearless, his arsenal remains somewhat limited compared to his opponent's well-rounded skill set. However, what he does possess, he wields with devastating force. His middle kicks land like sledgehammers, bruising the ribs and wearing down his rivals over time. His knees are brutal, especially in close-range exchanges, capable of turning the tide of any fight in an instant. The big question: can his relentless forward pressure and punishing strikes break through Doc Mayfei's intelligent game plan? Or will experience and tactical mastery prevail over raw aggression and youthful determination? In the red corner, Doc Mayfei steps into the ring with a clear strategy and a reputation to uphold. Known for his razor-sharp boxing and thunderous low kicks, he's a fighter who dissects his opponents with precision. But tonight, he has a specific plan in mind, one designed to systematically break down his adversary over the course of the fight. His approach is straightforward yet highly effective. Attack the extremes. High-volume, close-range punch combinations target the head, forcing his opponent to raise his guard and react under pressure. The moment a defensive opening appears, he punishes the legs with relentless low kicks, chopping away at his rival's foundation. This dual threat creates a constant dilemma: defend the head and leave the legs vulnerable, or brace for the leg kicks and risk taking clean punches upstairs. Doc Mayfei's execution of this strategy is what makes him so dangerous. His hands are fast and compact, minimizing openings for counters. The first round begins in a textbook fashion, both fighters holding their ground at mid-range, carefully testing each other's reactions. Doc Mayfei stays composed, working behind his intelligent boxing, throwing short but sharp combinations to feel out the distance. His strategy is clear from the start, mixing precise punches upstairs with heavy, punishing low kicks to break down his opponent's base. He remains patient, not overcommitting, but every strike is delivered with intent. Doc Mayfei quickly identifies a key opening, attacking Bunlingpech's lead shin to break his balance and disrupt his mobility. Instead of simply trading kicks, he systematically targets the same spot, launching sharp low kicks with precision and power. Each impact forces Bunlingpech to adjust, making it harder for him to plant his foot and generate power for his signature middle kicks and knees. Doc Mayfei's strategy is clear: punish the base, weaken the foundation, and limit Bunlingpech's ability to strike effectively. As the round progresses, the damage accumulates. Bunlingpech starts shifting his weight slightly, forced to react instead of dictate the pace. Another vicious low kick slams into Bunlingpech's right shin. The precision is brutal. Doc Mayfei is targeting the same spot again and again, breaking down his opponent's defense. Each impact echoes through the stadium, and Bunlingpech is already showing signs of discomfort. Doc Mayfei isn't rushing. He's methodical, picking his shots carefully. With every kick, he's forcing Bunlingpech to react, testing his resilience early in the fight. Doc Mayfei is slowly but surely taking control of this first round and the fight itself. He's the one stepping forward, initiating the exchanges, setting the pace. There's no rush. His approach is measured, almost calculated. A lot of time between each strike, but when he does throw, it's with purpose. And once again, those vicious low kicks hammer into Bunlingpech's shins. No wasted movement, just raw efficiency. Each shot is digging deeper, breaking down the foundation of his opponent. As the second round begins, the intensity rises immediately. The fighters waste no time, engaging at a faster pace than before. Duck Mayfai sticks to his strategy, sharp, controlled boxing combinations up top, followed by punishing low kicks. But this time, Bunling Pech is more active, firing back with his powerful kicks, looking to disrupt the rhythm. He starts letting his legs go, sending heavy middle kicks with force, trying to force Duck Mayfai to respect his range. However, Duck Mayfai remains composed, continuing to dictate the exchanges. He absorbs a few kicks but responds instantly, making sure Bunling Pech never gains the upper hand. Duck Mayfai executes a beautiful combination with precision and control. He steps in with a long right hook, rotating his shoulder fully to generate power while maintaining perfect balance. The punch forces Bunling Pech to adjust his stance, briefly exposing his lead leg. Without hesitation, Duck Mayfai follows up with a well-placed left low kick, targeting the right shin with impeccable timing. The impact is solid and effective, a textbook example of smart striking, drawing attention high before attacking low to disrupt the opponent's rhythm. Bunling Pech, despite being under pressure, tries to respond with his own weapons. He attempts a few clean high kicks, using his agility to strike from different angles, aiming to catch Duck Mayfai off guard. His kicks are sharp and quick, targeting the head and upper body, but Duck Mayfai's defense remains tight. He blocks or evades most of them, staying composed while maintaining control of the pace. In addition, Bunling Pech works to land some solid middle kicks, using his power and reach to create space and disrupt the rhythm of his opponent. These kicks are thrown with force, aimed at Duck Mayfai's torso and legs, trying to push him back and create openings. However, Duck Mayfai's steady movement and ability to absorb the pressure allow him to keep moving forward, not giving Bunling Pech a chance to dominate or fully execute his game plan. The consistent barrage of low kicks targeting Bunling Pech's right shin is finally starting to take its toll. The pain from the repeated strikes has clearly slowed him down. His movement is visibly affected as he begins to limp, wincing with each step as the pressure builds on his injured leg. The force of those kicks has left him in a vulnerable position. Duck Mayfai continues to move forward with a calm and methodical pace, not rushing his attacks. He lands another powerful low kick on Bunling Pech's already battered leg. Blue grits his teeth, doing his best to block or absorb the strikes, but the pressure is mounting. Duck Mayfai stays patient, picking his moments while maintaining control of the pace. Bunling Pech immediately tries to close the distance and force a clinch, his best chance to recover. But Duck Mayfai counters with smart movement, maintaining distance with precise jabs and straight punches. Every time Bunling Pech advances, Duck Mayfai steps back. And this time, the combination lands perfectly. A vicious left low kick targets Bunling Pech's already battered right shin, followed immediately by a powerful right hook that crashes straight into his chin. The impact is clean, and you can see the effect immediately. Bunling Pech stumbles back, visibly rocked by the punch. The damage from the low kicks and that final hook left him too disoriented to continue. Duck Mayfai's strategy was flawless. He controlled the pace from the start, mixing low kicks to the right shin with sharp punches. He never rushed, steadily breaking down Bunling Pech's defenses. His patient approach, dominating distance and landing clean strikes, ultimately led to victory. Tonight at Rajadamnern Stadium, it's a clash of fighting ranges. In the red corner, Pleng, an expert in the clinch, dominating at close distance. In the blue corner, Pech Taichin, armed with crushing middle kicks and dangerous high kicks, excelling from mid-range. Two fighters, two distinct styles. Who will control the distance and claim victory? The Ram Muay, performed before each Muay Thai fight, is a traditional dance that pays homage to the fighter's teachers, the sport itself, and the country. One distinct gesture during the Ram Muay is the arrow pose, where the fighter extends one arm and forms a gesture resembling drawing a bow, an arrow. This symbolizes the fighter's readiness to strike with precision and strength, preparing not only the body, but the mind for the upcoming battle. In Muay Thai, distance dictates the weapons. Long range favors teeps and high kicks, controlling space and keeping opponents at bay. Mid-range is the domain of powerful body kicks and straight punches, delivering impact without full engagement. Close range belongs to elbows, hooks, and especially the clinch, where knees and control can dominate a fight. Mastering distance isn't just about attack, it's about dictating the entire fight. To land the perfect right middle kick, you need to find the ideal distance. Start with a quick jab or a left hook to measure the range, then step off slightly to open up the angle. From there, you rotate your hips into the strike, landing that powerful middle kick. And just like that, you can flow into a low kick or even a knee, depending on your opponent's position. It's all about pressure, timing, and reading the distance. Play, to break the distance and get into clinch range, needs to first disrupt Pechtaichun's rhythm. A quick jab or low kick can force the opponent to react, creating that critical opening. As Pechtaichun's guard shifts or weakens, Pleng can then step in quickly. By controlling Pechtaichun's posture or striking to the body, he closes the distance and secures a strong clinch, positioning himself to neutralize incoming attacks and take control in close range. At the start of the second round, so far, everything is going well for Pechtaichun. He's maintaining the distance and landing his powerful kicks with precision, keeping Pleng at bay. The leg strikes are creating constant pressure, and he's using his reach advantage to control the pace. Pleng struggles to get inside and close the gap, unable to land his usual clinch or counterattack as easily as he did before. Pleng is adapting slowly but surely, waiting for the perfect moment to break the distance. He's staying patient, knowing that Pechtaichun's powerful kicks can't go on forever. He's looking for an opening, waiting for Pechtaichun to overcommit or leave himself vulnerable. Once that happens, Pleng will be ready to close the gap and bring the fight into his preferred range. Pech Tai-chin lands a clean high kick, a beautiful strike that could give him the momentum he needs. He should now capitalize on this and increase the pressure, knowing that Pleng is starting to feel the impact. It's time for him to accelerate and take control of the fight. As the round comes to a close, Pech Tai-chin may have missed his chance to accelerate. He had the opening after that high kick, but he didn't follow up with enough pressure. Now, the question is whether Pleng will finally close the distance in the next round and take control. The momentum is still up for grabs, and this fight is far from over. As the third round begins, Pleng immediately takes the fight to a very close range, using sharp elbows to press forward. His goal is clear: get into the clinch at all costs. He knows this is where he excels, and he's determined to control the fight by closing the distance and dominating Pech Tai-chin with his powerful clinch techniques. Pech Tai-chin is knocked out after a devastating sequence in the clinch. Pleng's control is flawless as he lands a brutal series of knees, expertly positions his hands to maintain dominance round and take control with his powerful clinch techniques.